Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Ace, and of course, tonight I am joined by, that's right, if he was a wrestler, his ring name would be Crispy Bacon. How are you doing tonight, Mr. Crispy Bacon?
I'm good. How's everybody doing tonight?
We are fantastic. And of course, tonight we're also joined by none other than, he goes by the name of Big B. Big B, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing okay, great. You know, if Chris is going to come out as Crispy Bacon, would his wrestling theme music be like sizzling bacon popping, you know? You hear the grease and stuff popping and it's coming out?
No,
could be.
If his name's going to be Crispy Bacon, I could imagine him, because it's supposed to be like fire, right? It's supposed to be like hot. So he'd be coming out with, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie I'm just saying it would be because his music would be on fire. I'm just saying. But let's go ahead let's go ahead and welcome in a few of our viewers tonight. Of course, that bad man and William Hudson is back tonight. That's right. That man is part of the Brew Bros. He actually had his auction tonight. Him and Ben Bowman, they both have their auctions on Sunday night, known as the Brew Bros, so you can catch them live on Facebook for all your wrestling memorabilia that you need. And then, of course, I want to welcome in April. April, how you doing tonight? And then, of course, welcome back, Lou. Lou, how you doing?
Welcome,
yes,
Lou.
I remembered. You go by Lou, not Lulissa, but Lou. All right.
No,
So
first,
now-
what? Hey, you
Go
talk about that wrestling site and I've watched it or the auction. I gotta tell you, man, if I was at a different time in my life, I'd be broke. I mean, they run some good deals. Run some good deals. They've had so many tempting offers, and I'm just like, oh God, Ooh, so I've held off. I'm weakening a little bit, but I've held off. So,
but I'll tell you what, there are so many autographs that I definitely want.
Oh, there's
so many that I want. It's crazy.
The one episode I saw, they had Orndorff, an Animal, and a few others on the same row, and I'm like, ooh, man, that would be like a $300 buy-in right there, taking all those autographs.
Right.
So.
All right. Well, how about we go ahead and kind of jump to it here? So, of course, tonight we're going to break down a little bit of Raw. We're going to break down a little bit of SmackDown. If we have any time left, we might hit on a little bit of AEW, just kind of talk a little bit about it easy here.
Mm-hmm.
And and Lou is saying it's not easy not to buy. And you know what? It's absolutely accurate. It is not easy not to buy. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to kick off a little bit of Monday Night Raw here. So Crispy Bacon, go ahead and lead us and kick us off right into that little bit of Monday Night Raw.
All right. The first match of Monday Night Raw was Drew McIntyre taking on SmackDown's Baron Corbin. Drew McIntyre wins. And it was a unique matchup because, Corbin's little spiel of he's broke and he's trying to look for money and all that stuff. It kind of led him to Monday Night Raw, thanks to Jinder Mahal.
Yep.
I've kind of heard a little bit of mixed reactions about, Corbin and his character right now, about where it's going. I've had some people who have said that they actually like his character in the way it's going because they think it's kind of more on the comedic side. But then some of them are going, it needs to go. But when we're talking about the match overall, why he was in this match.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal.
Money.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was
and money.
Yeah,
he was like
trying to get his money. But
how much money was it? Like he was asking at that point?
$100,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say 100,000.
100,000.
Yeah.
But But Big B, I'm gonna get to you and ask you on this. Do you like his character?
Oh God, it's so tough. Because they kind of did this back in the day with I have kids and stuff like that. Not the whole broke angle, but needed the money and the job and stuff. I can't think of his name. Heath Slater. They did this kind of with.
Oh, they did?
It's actually happened like 3 different times, if
Yeah.
you remember, because they did it with Shawn Michaels, they did it with the Big Show. Because if you remember with Shawn Michaels when they did it, he had to do the whole little run to where he had to kind of do whatever the authority wanted him to because
Yep.
he needed
And
the
actually, they
money.
did it back. I think the original person they did it kind of with was Nikolai Volkov with the DiBiase back in early '90s. But anyways, I don't know. I'm kind of in between the character. I really wish, since he's lost the King gimmick, he'd go back to the Lone Wolf, and I think that was his best gimmick. I think he's really good with that gimmick. The match itself, it was a good. I think it was a decent match. I like Baron Corbin as a wrestler. I like Drew McIntyre. I knew Corbin wasn't gonna win. I kind of figured that they would come out and interfere and cost him the match. But I mean, and then he asked for 100,000, and Drew's like, "Well, how about 200,000?" And then 300,000. Why don't we go 300,000? Then he clayboards himself.
Yeah.
So let me get into just a few of these comments quick because I know that April's asking about John Cena and Roman Reigns, but I want to clarify and let you know, April, we will be getting to that. We're going to go ahead and run through Raw really quick, and then we'll jump to SmackDown. So we're not ignoring, what you're talking about Roman Reigns and John Cena. We'll get to it. We just want to recap Raw, and then we'll jump into SmackDown. So overall, though, your thoughts on this match overall. I like Corbin as an in-ring performer. Yeah. I think this is more of a comedic role here. I think eventually this is what I'm kind of thinking here, okay? So I don't know what you guys are thinking about this idea, but what about, because this is something that I heard, okay, when we're thinking about like Money in the Bank, right? So somebody was like, what if this would be like the one time that Baron Corbin would face like Big E Langston for the Money in the Bank briefcase, win the briefcase, but instead of cashing it in for like a belt, he comes up and says, I'm cashing this in for money because it's Money in the Bank. Yeah, and well, I'm like, no, that would defeat the purpose of the whole Money in the Bank thing. And I don't know if I would really like that idea, but
we'll get to it in a minute. But I did see something that he did on SmackDown, and we'll probably get into it in a little bit.
Yeah,
but
we definitely
hinted
will.
At that.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil anything now because we're talking about Raw, but I do want to welcome in OE Sheets. OE Sheets, how's it going tonight? Yes, I am actually glad that they're actually bringing up the younger talent too on the main roster. It is time to see some of the up and coming talent because, as we know, the NXT brand is going back to more of the developmental stage. They're kind of getting rid of what they're calling like the 30 and older. I think it's like 30 and 31 and older, something like that. That they're no longer going to have on NXT. It's going to be the developmental stage again. So you won't have guys like Samoa Joe and Finn Balor and like the Mandy Roses and people like that who have been developed and who have been there.
It's going to be the rookies.
Yeah, it'll be the rookies now that are just going to develop, and then when it's their time, they'll come up. But Crispy Bacon, let's go ahead and jump into that next match on Monday Night Raw.
Next matchup is Karrion Kross versus Jeff Hardy. Karrion Kross it gets his revenge against Jeff Hardy.
Which I can see this being a SummerSlam match. And I'll tell you what. I'm actually excited, though, that Jeff Hardy is actually getting some TV time. I'm a Jeff Hardy fan. I don't know if you guys are. Karrion Kross. I like him, but he's not like one of my favorites up there, but I do like him. I think he definitely has some in-ring talent. I think Jeff Hardy and Karrion Kross can be a good rivalry for a while. I'll be excited to see this match at SummerSlam. So what do we have here as far as some comments on the side? So we have Lou. They should do a version of Money in the Bank for Corbin. There's $100,000 in the briefcase. If he gets it, he gets money. If not, he works for the winner. That would be funny. And then, of course, you have April. Something tells me when it comes to the triple threat match between Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, and Nikki Ash, either Charlotte or Rhea is going to take back the championships, letting Nikki have enough time to treasure the Raw for as long as it takes. Yeah, so with that, we'll go ahead and talk about that here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and finish this recap of this match, and then we'll jump into that triple threat here. But all right. So we'll get back to Big B. He lost his connection. He'll hop back on. But Chris, speaking of Big B, he's back. So
must have froze. Okay.
What was your thoughts on this match?
It was a good match. I mean, you said it. Jeff Hardy's getting some TV time. I'm with you. I think I could see a SummerSlam match. I'm thinking more of a triple threat with Keith Lee, though. I can see that one happening, because they've had a couple matches against he's had a couple matches against Karrion Kross, so that would be kind of interesting. But I definitely see it going to SummerSlam. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what they're doing with Hardy, if they're going to push him or if they're just doing, or if he's doing put him over type style where, okay, I'll go out and wrestle. I'll put the guys over. I mean, he did beat Karrion Kross's first night up there, so
yeah.
I mean, we'll see where this is going, but I'm with you, Ace. I think it's going to be a SummerSlam match here.
Yeah, but he was going to beat him in his first match because they wanted to kind of build up the rivalry. If Karrion Kross came out and beat him and then beat him again, it wouldn't be much of a rivalry at that point. But if you remember, after the first time they wrestled, then Jeff Hardy actually got COVID. So then Jeff was out for a couple weeks.
Yep.
So that's why Karrion Kross had to go up with Keith Lee. Yeah, because Jeff had gotten COVID. But now, Jeff Hardy's back now, and I'm definitely looking forward to this. Crispy Bacon, what was your thoughts on this match?
That was a good match. I'm happy for Karrion Kross. He got his first win against Jeff Hardy, and really his, I guess, second win on Raw. So he's slowly climbing up, but it was a good match overall.
All right, so we have a few comments in the section here. So OE Sheets is saying Big E is going to cash in on Lashley. Maybe. I mean, he's going to either cash in on Lashley or he's going to cash in because, the thing is, though, Chris, is I don't think Cena's going to win, but like I said, we'll get to that when we get to the SmackDown side.
No,
and William Hudson, no, Dragon Viper's not here. He is he's taking a temporary break, but he will be back.
Dragon Viper has a fan. Mark it down.
Yeah. He will be back. Dragon Viper will be back. And then Lou is saying, oh, crap, she didn't know that Jeff had COVID. Yeah, he did. That's why Jeff was actually gone for 2 weeks, because he actually had COVID.
Yep.
And then Christy Wilson is saying, go Karrion Kross. So welcome in, Christy Wilson. Yeah, there's actually a lot of Karrion Kross fans out there. There really are. But people feel like he needs Scarlett to actually...
Yeah, I think he needs Scarlett. Could you see Kross being a face at all, or do you think he's 100% heel?
No, Karrion Kross is heel. I can't foresee him as a face. He just doesn't really resemble the face type to me. He's more of that heelish guy. He's kind of like, to me, Karrion Kross kind of reminds me of a Randy Orton in a way. Like, and what I mean by that though is that when you look at Randy Orton is like a guy who, yeah, he can do face and heel, but when you think of Randy Orton, he does his best work when he's a heel. Like, Randy Orton does his best work when he is a heel. That is his absolute best work. and maybe you agree with that, and maybe you don't. But for me, that's his best. But we have a few comments here. We have Christy Wilson. I still think that Big E will cash in on Roman at SummerSlam. I think he's gonna cash in at SummerSlam. It's just a matter of who, though. And then Lou is saying, but a funny heel, yes. And then Christy's also saying that Cross is a badass heel.
Yeah.
And Lou's saying, or a smart ass heel. But anyways, so Chris, go ahead and take us into that next match on Monday Night Raw.
Next matchup is going to be Alexa Bliss going up against Doudrop, and Alexa Bliss will win against Doudrop.
So we kind of already know where this one's going. It's going to be Bliss against the Evolution. The Evolution. And we already know pretty much that Alexa Bliss. I was glad that Alexa Bliss finally got a victory. I don't know about you guys, but it's just weird that they had her out there like they were trying to build her character up. And then they just had her losing all these matches. And then when she would get in, let's say the Money in the Bank match.
Right.
She was in the match, but she was barely in it. You would see her for
they buried her under the ladders and stuff. They buried her under the ladders and stuff. So,
well, she had that glare at the beginning of the match with Money in the Bank. I don't know. Maybe she'll win, but but that was about it, though. But I was just glad to see Bliss actually get a win here. We know that it's gonna go, with Bliss and Evolution. I think at SummerSlam, though, I don't think it's going to be Bliss and Doudrop unless what ends up happening is you get a tag team match with Alexa Bliss and Lily against Doudrop and Eva Marie. Well, we know Eva Marie won't do much.
No, she definitely won't. But we have a lot of comments that are rolling in here right now. Yeah, they're definitely rolling in. Oishi is saying that Randy is definitely a better heel. Yeah, Randy Orton's always been a better heel. I love Randy Orton as the heel. William Hudson saying great to see more TRC members in here this week. Absolutely. Thank you, William Hudson, for bringing in the viewers. We absolutely love it. Christy's still waiting for Doudrop to turn on Eva. Yep. You know what? I really think it's coming. It's kind of just a matter of when, but I really think it is coming. So when do you guys think this turn from Doudrop to Eva Marie is actually coming?
Maybe tomorrow night.
Nah.
No, I don't think it's that soon. Maybe SummerSlam.
SummerSlam? Because they've also been teasing Lily,
Yeah,
so maybe Doudrop
in the ring.
Doudrop turns on Eva Marie and becomes Lily. I don't know. So we'll see it, but it's coming. I mean, I think we're all waiting for it. So
yeah.
All right. So I'm right there with you on the Doudrop thing. She's gonna turn. I'm gonna stick with the whole SummerSlam thing, but overall, with this match, I'll tell you one thing about Doudrop in general. The thing that actually surprised me about her is that she actually has quite a bit of talent for her size. She kind of reminds me. Would you guys like to see Doudrop go up against Nia or Shayna?
Sure.
Not Shayna. I think Shayna will probably be a little bit more talented, but Nia, Tamina, I can see her going up against them and giving them a heck of a good match. I mean, and it's pretty sad. I would take Doudrop over those two, in a wrestling match. I think she's got talent.
All right, so we have a few more comments that are rolling in here. Yes, William Hudson, we have heard you are a Coast to Coast fan, and we are so glad you're a Coast to Coast fan.
We are.
Here. And then April, looks like to me that Eva Marie is using Doudrop. Absolutely, she's been using Doudrop since because if you remember though too, for the longest time, whenever they first started, every time something happens and somebody loses, let's say let's say Dewdrop even won a match. It was, and the winner of the match was Eva Marie, even though Eva Marie wasn't even involved in the match and really won it. It was always about Eva. So she's definitely using Dewdrop at this point. And then Oe Sheets is saying that the Alexa feud with Eva is a waste of Bliss talent. It really is. Like, because you have like Alexa Bliss that's way up here, and you have Eva Marie that's like way down here.
Wow.
So to me,
has she had a feud with Nikki Cross or Nikki Ash?
Who, Alexa?
Yeah.
Alexa.
When they first broke up
for a while. Yeah. Okay. But that was more of a better rivalry than what we're seeing now. I was actually surprised that they brought Eva Marie back, to be perfectly honest.
This is what, the third time they tried to bring her back?
Yeah, they let her go, they bring her back. They let her go, they bring her back. And each time they're thinking she's going to get better. But she hasn't really done anything since she's come back again.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and roll into that next match there, Chris.
Our next match is going to be Sheamus and Ricochet. Sheamus defeated Ricochet. And it was a good match, I thought. I mean, both were talented.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But we do have, let me get to this comment really quick. That's my wife is actually commenting, saying that she can see Dewdrop joining with Alexa Bliss. Before we jump to this match quick, I just want to answer this. Do you guys see Dewdrop actually joining Alexa and kind of joining on that side and going with Lily Lucian instead of the Evolution?
Yes, I
can see it.
I think so.
She had enough, being picked on, so to speak. So, yeah, I can see.
All right, so now we can jump into that whole Sheamus and Ricochet match, because I'll tell you, Ricochet and Sheamus, they can put on a heck of a match. And I'm telling you, Ricochet has a ton of talent. To me, forever, I've always said that they were kind of underusing Ricochet for quite some time. Yeah. And now he's there, and I'm hoping that we're going to see. I was hoping to see Ricochet in a title match against Sheamus, but obviously we're not going to because we're going to see that it's going to be Damian Priest. We know where that's going. It's going to be Damian Priest versus Sheamus. But when we talk about this match altogether, this match was actually a really good match. A lot of high flying action for Ricochet. Sheamus is definitely that guy for a bigger guy. Got talent, very talented in the ring, and this is a rivalry that I want to see. Big B, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was a good match. I mean, we do. I mean, going into it, we know that Sheamus was going to win. Then Priest comes out, calls him out, so we know there's a match set up there. But Ricochet deserves a title shot. I think Sheamus deserves to hold on to the title for a little bit longer, but Damian Priest earns a title shot, so I can see him giving it to Damian Priest, and then maybe Ricochet gets involved a little bit and gets his title shot there. So, but overall, good match. Like Ace said, I mean, Sheamus can fight. He's a great big guy, and Ricochet flying all over the ring kind of makes me sick sometimes, just because he doesn't stay still. So he's just all over the place. So, but great match. I liked it.
Crispy Bacon, what do you think about this match overall, Ricochet and Sheamus?
No, overall it was a good match. I think Ricochet does need a title shot. I'm not sure if he's gonna get it, but
no, Ricochet I think he'll get there. He'll get there. But
you're gonna pull it up, aren't you?
Sorry, I'm seeing these funny comments on the side, and
you gotta pull up Lou's comment.
And
I see it.
I'm definitely getting there.
Yeah, he does. He needs
I saw that too. I've got a few other one here. So we have a comment, and I want to pronounce his name right, and I'm sorry if I say this right, but I think it's Jemias. I want to see Dewdrop go away and take Sleaza Marie with her.
Sleaza Marie.
Sleaza Marie. That's the first time I've heard that. That's nice. I like that. I'm gonna remember that, the Sleaza Marie. And then April saying that a dream triple threat match would be Doudrop versus Nia versus Tamina. Tamina's another one.
Yeah.
I would like to see that too. And then Vicky, hello, welcome. And I hope you had a good day at work. I hope it wasn't too hard for you and too long. And then Lou, Eva Marie's useless. Absolutely, she is. And then Jemias, Eva isn't even a blip on the radar. She don't belong in or near a ring. She just slept with the right people.
Wow.
Legends deny her. Wow. Right? Wow. I'm definitely seeing that. But all right. So coming next here, Crispy Bacon, take us into that next match.
All right, you mentioned it earlier. Damian Priest, he's going up against John Morrison, and Damian Priest wins.
Damian Priest is finally getting that little bit of a push. Mm-hmm. I do enjoy this now because do you guys, when that rivalry happened between Damian Priest and The Miz, I thought that was an awesome rivalry. I thought that was great. And then The Miz got hurt. Yeah, and it sucked that The Miz got hurt. But at least we saw, though, on Monday Night Raw that potentially The Miz might be a little bit healthy again, and he might be coming back anytime. And that would actually be ahead of schedule when you think about it, because The Miz was supposed to be out, I think, what they say, for like 6 months or something like that. He was supposed to be out for a while. It might have been that long, but it feels like it's been a lot shorter.
Yeah. Well, I remember, I think it was like a week or two ago, Priest was like, when are you going to return? Are you retired or something? And he's just kind of, hinting at different things.
Miz is too young to retire right now.
Yeah,
I know, but he's like, when are you going to come back? Are you ever going to come back?
He'll be back.
No, I know, but
The Miz,
No, I know.
But we do have a comment in the section here about Miz's injury. Is it me, you guys, or did The Miz fake his injury for some reason? No, the injury the injury that The Miz had was actually legitimate, because he actually had a torn ACL when he had first gotten hurt. Now, originally they had said he was supposed to be out for it was like 6 or 7 months, up to 9 months. It may have been that long, but it felt like it hasn't been.
No, was it WrestleMania?
Yeah, it was Mania. It was Mania.
Well, it was when he got eaten up by the zombies.
Oh, yes, correct. Which maybe it was that long, but it doesn't feel like it has been. But it's good to see him back on his feet and kind of healthy again. But let's not forget about the old Johnny Drip Drip, right? Johnny Drip Drip. And Damian Priest, because Johnny Drip Drip is another guy that has so much talent that him and Damian Priest can put on a phenomenal match. And I'm telling you now, a match that I would love to see is the triple threat match between Sheamus, Johnny Drip Drip, and Damian Priest. I think that would definitely be a heck of a triple threat match. Who would I be going for? I have no idea. I would be okay if any of them won, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
But Big B, what was your thoughts on this match?
All right, this one's for Randy. Just so he gets his voice heard. I didn't really care for the match. I was bored. I don't like either guy really. So I care less. That was for Randy. But no, outside of that though, it was a good match. I like Damian Priest. I think Chrissy said in the comments, he's going to be a big star. I think he's definitely going to be there. Any triple threat match that puts Damian Priest, Johnny Drip Drip, Sheamus, or Ricochet, some kind, even 4-way. I'm with you, Ace. I could watch that probably all day long. So pretty good match though.
I'll tell you what scared me, though. What scared me the most was that at first, when they kind of took Damian Priest off the screen for a while, it scared me because I was like, great, is this going to be another guy that they're not going to utilize to the best of his ability? Like,
he come out, he didn't like my impression.
Here.
Whoa, it's hard.
And there you go. There you go. And we have Mr. Sarge up in the building too. So our group is getting reunited again. Welcome.
Reunited. No, I'm
It
just kidding. Hang on a
feels
second.
so good. Yes, we're back
Somebody,
again. All right.
somebody needed to disagree on the show because I was kind of getting bored of it.
I just did. I just channeled my inner Dragon Viper just for you, buddy.
So Lou is saying that Drip Drip is better off without the Miz. What do you
Yes.
think? Really? I no.
He is better
No,
than the
they're
Miz.
like that duo. They're like that duo though. You got that dynamic duo.
I think they work together great, but I
They
think
do.
I also think Morrison could be also a superb singles competitor.
He could.
Miz, on the other hand, I think Miz kind of needs that Batman and Robin kind of duel. Just my opinion, but I think Morrison could do good with or without the Miz.
Morrison can do better without the Miz because the Miz is just overrated anyway. So, I mean, Morrison's much better.
Really? Okay, I know why you jumped on here now because we're talking about the Miz and you want to get down. You just want to bug me with your little comment about the Miz. You get me with the Miz every dang time, telling me how this guy's overrated. Are you kidding me right now? So a few comments here. We have Amy who's saying that she hates Johnny Drip Drip and his funky hairdo.
Yeah, the hairdo's got to go. That's got to go.
You don't like his hairdo?
No, that's got to go.
Are you just
No.
jealous because he has hair?
Hey, I would be talking there, Mr. Sarge. I mean,
America's most wanted.
I do like that nickname though. That is sweet.
Yeah.
Now, how about this? How about this? Because April just said, how about this fatal four-way right here? You have Priest, Johnny Drip Drip, Ricochet, and Sheamus for the U.S. title. Whoo! That would be
April, I'm booking it, or you book it.
That would be fire. I would watch that match anytime. Man, that's awesome. But
that would be.
Sarge, since you're here, let's get your take on this match.
I thought it was. I liked it. You know, I mean, Johnny Drip Drip. I've always liked him, even since when he was with Eminem. I've always liked him. I thought he would be a great champion, and with him and Damian Priest, I mean, if they're written just right, they will blow the top off the arena.
Oh yeah,
It'll take Randy's hair off for all I know.
This is the second coming of Eminem. The second coming. That's what I can say. Because I know. Yes, it is. Because I know that the first one was Mercury and Morrison, but now we have Eminem with Miz and Morrison. So we have the second coming of Eminem. But
you got that entire thing wrong anyway. So Eminem was Mercury, Melina, and Nitro, and then that's when he changed it to Morrison.
Yeah, but still, Eminem was technically, when you think about it, it was more of Mercury and Morrison. That's kind of pretty much where they got the Eminem from. But this is kind of like the second coming of Eminem with Miz and Morrison. It's
please
2.0. 2.0.
No.
I want some NMMs now. I'm kind of hungry.
Right? All right. Crispy Bacon, take us into that next match, sir.
We got T-Bar and T-Bar and Mustafa Ali, and T-Bar won that matchup.
You mean T-Bar and Mace?
Well, it was a one-on-one match.
Yeah, but let's not forget who was at ringside. So I like to say T-Bar and Mace because they're always that tag team. They're always there. They're always together.
And then you can say Mustafa Ali was with Mansoor because he was there too.
Absolutely. With Mansoor. That's why I said we want to throw their names in there so people know that they were there at ringside. But Dragon Viper, you go ahead and give us your thoughts on this match.
Yeah, I like this match. What? No.
Oh, you like the match?
Yeah, I did. You know, Retribution member versus former Retribution member. I enjoyed it, and you know, I mean, I like Ali's style, and I like how big T-Bar is. So I mean, you know, it was a really good match.
All right, Sarge, how about you?
Excuse me. I would say it was a decent match. You know, Ollie being a babyface, we're seeing more of his abilities, what he can do, and I thought it was a pretty decent match.
All right, Crispy Bacon.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad match. They're moving, you know, T-Bar and Mace and Mustafa Ali and Mansoor kind of up the card, so to speak. You know, getting them closer to a main event or close to it. So slowly getting there.
I wouldn't say a main event style, but
Well,
I would say that
I'm saying like second to
they're making
last
them as
or
tag teams. Yeah, definitely as tag teams. And I like Mason T-Bar as a tag team. I think that they're amazing tag team. Mansoor and Mustafa Ali, I still have to kind of get used to them just a little bit more. They're not quite there. I'm not a huge Mansoor fan, but I think he might grow on me after a little while, maybe. I just want to see a little bit more of Mansoor before I make that decision. But Big B, what do you think?
Yeah, it was a decent match. I mean, I personally think Mansoor is going to turn on Ali down the road here, but as far as the tag team goes with Mace and T-Bar, I see a lot of different like characteristics in them from different tag teams of their caliber. The Road Warriors, Demolition, you know, big teams like that. I see a lot into them. So I can see them being a tag team to reckon with down the road. But overall, the match itself was good. I mean, you know, they're giving each team a push here and there. Like, it wouldn't surprise me tomorrow if there's a match between Mace and Mansoor. Mansoor wins. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It sounds like they're going back and forth, kind of making a little rivalry here. So we'll see what they do.
Sorry, I just read a comment from William Hudson because he said that he never liked Morrison, and his comment though was a great friend of mine, L.A. Smooth, once clotheslined John Morrison off the top turnbuckle to the floor, and I cheered. So you can definitely see, you can definitely see he's not a fan of Morrison.
We might need to get in touch with LA Smooth there, and
I know, get him on here. Get him on here. But Crispy Bacon, lead us into that next one.
Yeah, Nikki Ash versus Rhea Ripley. The match was good, you know, up until a certain point, but it ended up in a no contest when Charlotte Flair interrupted the match.
Well, we knew that was going to happen. But,
yeah.
Sard, kick us off. What'd you think?
I wish it could have been better, but I am liking this new Nikki Ash. I just like it because she has freedom on what she's doing with her character, and she explains why she chose it all this way. So if you guys don't know, read upon it. It was a great interview. But, you know, of course, Charlotte has to get involved because it involves with the tag team or with the women's title. So, you know,
triple threat match.
It was a decent match. I just can't. I don't know how to explain it.
So Christy Wilson is saying that Charlotte Flair needs to go away. But here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. I know a lot of people don't like Charlotte Flair because of the simple reason of her getting title shot after title shot after title shot. I get that. But the thing is that Charlotte is so talented. Like, she's probably one of the most talented divas that are in WWE right now. And do you really want to see that kind of talent go away from WWE? You know what? Dragon Viper.
I just heard the air deflate out of Viper there when you said that.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, I don't think nobody on here was like, I think everybody was expecting Charlotte Flair to get involved in this match, to be perfectly honest.
Either last week or this week.
Well, yeah, but
we're both.
It was definitely something that we saw coming because just the way that Charlotte was talking about, you know, Nikki and Rhea, and then her match with Nikki last week and how she lost that or whatever. But Crispy Bacon, give us your thoughts on this match.
Like I said before, I thought it was a good match. We all knew that Charlotte was going to interfere in some way or another. I kind of felt like Nikki was gonna pull out something, but Rhea was probably gonna come back with a counter move. I mean, we all knew that Charlotte was gonna interfere. So
Yeah.
All right, Big B.
I mean, it was a good match. I mean, Nikki's proven to be a good champion right now. They got the triple threat coming up. I'm undecided who I think's going to win. Charlotte going or her title shots and stuff. I don't know. It's kind of like her dad back in the 80s, early 90s. He's always turned around, got a title shot. So, but the match itself, I mean, I like Nikki Cross. I like this little superhero gimmick. I hope it goes on for a while, and I hope she keeps the title for at least till the end of the year, and then we'll see something at Royal Rumble. But I like it so far.
I think she'll hold it for a while, but
yeah,
Dragon Viper.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, I like the fact that Nikki's champion. I don't like her superhero gimmick. I actually did like her, crazy gimmick, but I know that's not what got her the championship. But and I'm a huge Rhea Ripley fan, so it was good. It was a good match. It would have been better without Charlotte sticking her fat nose into it again. And I'm gonna agree. She's got talent, but she needs to take that talent somewhere else. Stop taking this talent that she's got and keeping her in the company. She needs to go somewhere else.
She needs to go to LeBron and take her talents to Long Beach.
Yeah, she needs to go.
Exactly.
She just needs to go with LeBron and go somewhere else. Just
So I will say I am definitely with Christy on this when she says that Nikki's superhero gimmick is slowly growing on me. It kind of is
yeah.
because I'll tell you, at the very beginning, I thought that the gimmick was actually dumb and I didn't like it, but I'm actually now like, okay, now it's kind of growing on me a little bit, and I think I'm starting to be okay with it now.
We can all be superheroes. Almost.
Yeah.
Right?
Speaking of superheroes, do we get to see Hurricane or maybe Mighty Molly come back and kind of tutor her?
Right. And this
There you
comment and this comment by Lou is saying Charlotte doesn't have a fat nose anymore. So
yeah, when you're rich and you can do plastic surgery, I guess not.
yeah, it's true. And Charlotte to AEW, yes, Christy, that is definitely possible because I can kind of see her going there simply due to the fact that Andrade is there, and then now her dad is going to be managing Andrade. So don't be surprised if Charlotte Flair
What?
ends up at AEW.
Are you breaking news that we haven't seen on Facebook ever?
No surprise.
Just a little
Right?
bit. I'm just
At least it gets her away from WWE. That's all I care about.
So William Hudson is saying the best thing Charlotte has done in 5 years is that recent bikini shoot.
You know what? I'm surprised she didn't melt with all that plastic surgery she's done.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Barbecue in the barbecue.
Right. Hey, you missed that. We said that was going to be Chris's theme song because he's crispy bacon. All right. So,
Well, we know what the Rock is cooking.
right.
probably.
So, crispy bacon, what do you have next for us?
Our main event that kind of kicked off Raw, Randy Orton and AJ Styles. Randy Orton defeats AJ Styles. And they
So-
kind of went back and forth at the beginning of the show.
The RK Bro fan club, the president of the RK Bro fan club is in the house here, which is known as Dragon Viper. He created that. He's the president of it.
No.
So wasn't it kind of interesting though? Because if you remember, like Randy kept telling Riddle, "Stay in the back, stay in the back, stay in the back. I've got this."
Yeah.
And then he comes out, and you see him hit the RKO at the end, but you see that Riddle was kind of smiling at the end. it's kind of funny. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly where this is going exactly. But
The reunion
Crispy
tour
Bacon?
continues.
Yeah, I was going to start with you on this, Crispy Bacon. What'd you think of the match though itself?
The match was good. I mean, they started out saying how they're one. Each other was like, I'm the most dominant person on Raw. I control Raw pretty much. And then it started this fight and this match, and Randy Orton won. And at first, I thought it was going to be a tag team. Like we predicted, AJ Styles and Omos, and
SummerSlam.
Randy Orton, and Riddle, but it didn't turn out to be that. But it was good overall.
I still think it's happening, Chris. I still
No,
think
I know.
still think it's happening.
Yeah.
I do. I'm telling you, because even when Randy RKO'd Riddle, you could see that Riddle was kind of smiling as he's laying there, and Randy's like, "I told you not to," and so yeah, so I still think it's coming. But Big B, what do you think?
I mean, it was a good match. I mean, I don't know if I'm sick of Orton or just kind of bored with them, but I kind of like the RK Bro thing. I really do hope they get the tag titles. Just so I can see Randy wear that RK Bro neon green shirt and kick his flip flops off like Riddle does and ride around on the scooter. So,
No,
Right?
Scooters.
but no, I mean, outside of that, it was a good main event. I definitely see a tag match coming a tag title match between these guys coming.
So I'm gonna hit on a few of these comments here. April saying one thing about Randy Orton is this: never trust a Viper. That is true. Never trust a Viper. Christy Wilson, Dragon Viper, she's on your side because she's saying that she's not much of a RK Bro fan herself.
horrible
so,
story.
So she could be the VP of the
VP.
club there. And then,
Wow.
and then Imi, who's using my account tonight, she's saying that she believes that Randy was playing with Riddle because he was kind of laughing at the end. And yeah, so just like we were
Yeah.
talking about that, I really think you're just kind of messing around. And then April, one thing about Randy is never trust the Viper, and Matt Riddle found that out the hard way. Yeah, and then of course William Hudson. You're right. AJ Styles is phenomenal. And it is sad to see him lose. I'm a huge AJ Styles fan. He's actually one of my favorites because of how good he is. I love to watch his in-ring work. He's so phenomenal in the ring. It is crazy. All right. Sarge, this one comes to you.
Oh, I'm gonna hold back my tears on what happened at the end of the match, but so AJ Styles and RKO, they need a title match, just one-on-one, just those two, because that match will be awesome, off the hooks and everything else. I'm gonna miss the scooters with Randy Orton. I might have to buy one myself so I can just have that remembrance and have it displayed somewhere in my room just for Dragon Viper. But it was hard to see what happened at the end.
Yeah. Rip. Sad. And then of course we have William Hudson who's saying, anyone remember how Doink would always stomp on the opponent's feet? I'd love to see him face Riddle.
I would too.
Yeah, it would be amazing. But since that was the main event on Raw, how about we go ahead and jump over to a little bit of a Friday Night SmackDown? And I'll tell you what. I know normally we talk about the matches, but I gotta say that opening of SmackDown, that was an absolute fire promo that was freaking amazing, with Reigns going after Cena going after Reigns. That was absolute fire. I love that.
I think Reigns liked it though. He smiled at the end.
He did. Well, they were going at it just back and forth. The one thing about that though, that promo is that the promos that they were doing right there, those were not scripted right there.
I
Those-
was just gonna say I don't think those are
no,
scripted.
those promos were not scripted. Those promos were strictly from right here.
Mhm.
Those were improv. They were going back and forth. I mean, that was absolute fire. I
Those
love
were the
that.
best kind, though.
Yes. Yes.
Because-
Non-scripted promos are the best kind. So
You know why? Because all it takes is 1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
That's all. That's all it takes is just 1, 2, 3. That's all it takes. So
I just like the fact that Cena's like, well, yeah, Orton's or Roman's gonna beat me. He's gonna beat me, but all I need is that 1, 2, 3, and to hold that title. And then what did he call Paul Heyman? He called him
a sludge or
know.
something, right? A sludge.
a talking sludge or statues. I don't know. But that cracked me up. That whole promo was great. That's probably one of the best promos in a long time that I can remember.
Yeah,
I
I'll tell
like
you
the
what.
John Moxley shout out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good one.
heck,
Mhm.
you ran John Moxley out of WWE.
Well, he said Dean Ambrose.
Well,
but,
yeah, but
Yeah.
Dean Ambrose and almost ran Seth Rollins out.
yeah.
but we have some comments that are rolling in here. So Christy Wilson is saying Cena burned Roman big time. Absolutely, that was awesome. And then April, did you guys notice how John Cena literally ripped Roman Reigns a new one when it came to his former Shield brother? Yeah,
Yeah.
it was awesome. And then of course Williams joining in on that 1, 2,
2.
3. That's all it takes is the 1, 2, 3. And then
I also
April
like-
saying, do you guys honestly think that John Cena will win his 17th? I don't. You know what though?
I
I'm kind of
think-
back and forth
I
on,
think so.
on a lot of predictions I'm reading. A lot of people have Reigns retaining because a lot of people are thinking that it's going to end up being Reigns versus Rock. That's what a lot of people are thinking. But
Yeah, I've heard that
I don't
rumor
know.
too.
Like I'm really back and forth on this. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm tossed up because I think if Cena wins,
Big E is
Big E
gonna
cashes in that night.
I think
Yeah.
But
whoever
again,
wins,
you're
Roman's
reading a lot
cat-
that WWE wants Rock and Roman at WrestleMania for the title. So, I mean, yeah, you got a few months to build up for that, but and I think we said last week, doesn't seem to have a movie shoot coming up in late August, early September. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if he
see-
wins, he's not
yeah.
gonna hold it. So,
Yeah, Cena has it. It's in Europe and it's at the end of this month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so that's what I'm seeing. I don't, and that's why I'm looking at this going, this could potentially be like a passing of the torch thing,
Yeah.
to where Cena was so dominant because of his Super Cena for so long that now he could end up kind of passing the torch to Reigns and being like, okay, I'm gone now. Now it's you. And I'm
unless
just
he-
like, huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, unless Cena wins it, keeps it to the end of the month, then at some event, like SmackDown, Big E's there, Cena's wrestling and he wins, and Big E cashes in then.
All right, Sarge, what do
maybe.
you think?
I think it's too soon for Big E to really cash in. That's my opinion. And for Roman Reigns versus The Rock, I don't think you need a title match to even promote that. I mean,
No.
that'd be a match I would watch live. I would drive
Sure.
down to wherever they're going to have it, because the last report I read is that they're supposed to have the match next year in 2022 with those two. Because
Yeah,
they want
yeah. The
Yeah, they
rumor
want-
is for WrestleMania.
because it was supposed
That's
to be
the
this
rumor.
last year. Say what?
The rumor is WrestleMania.
yeah.
Rock versus
Yeah, it's WrestleMania
Roman.
next year. That's
Because right now his calendar's cleared. So,
Yeah,
Well-
right now.
right now it is till
Yeah.
the next Jumanji movie comes out, but I don't know.
But All right, so wow, we have a lot of comments rolling in here. I didn't see them all, but Reigns versus Rock might happen at WrestleMania in LA in 2023. Lou saying, I love to see The Rock knock Reigns on his pedestal. Absolutely. April's also saying, I would love to see John Cena win his 17th championship and then possibly retire. You know what? I'm right there though too. I would completely be okay with John Cena winning his 17th title, and then just kind of being like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna retire.
Mhm.
I'm just saying I would definitely be okay with that.
No, I was laughing at William's comment. Jumanji 47 straight to DVD.
yeah, Jumanji 47.
Fast and Furious
Yeah.
first.
Absolutely. But Chris, let's
Yeah.
roll us into that first match on SmackDown.
The first match was for the Intercontinental Championship versus Shinsuke Nakamura with Commander Aziz versus with Bugs versus Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz, and Shinsuke Nakamura won. After Bugs and Commander Aziz were both kicked out.
Yes,
Of the match.
Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm so glad he's the Intercontinental Champ. I'm so happy for Nakamura. This is what I've been waiting for. Nakamura getting a little bit of a push with a belt. I love it, and I don't care if it's the Intercontinental title. I'm just glad that he's getting that little bit of a push now. Sarge, what'd you think of this match?
It was a great match. I was kind of surprised that his reign came down to a whimper. He started out hot with the title reign and all that, but it went out with a whimper. But the match was great. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Nakamura, and also I love Pat McAfee as the commentator. Him and Jim
Yes,
and
I do
JR
too.
need to get together back in the WWE and commentate. Just those two.
I like Pat McAfee as commentator.
Yeah. So we have
Energetic.
finally King Nakamura has dethroned Apollo Crews to take the Intercontinental title. Absolutely. So King Nakamura went from being the king of SmackDown to now the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, absolutely. I love this. Like Pat McAfee, Sarge, I'm right there with you. Absolutely amazing on commentary. That was an absolute find when SmackDown decided to do that. I'm like, excellent fit. Big B, what do you think on this match? All right, well, he's frozen.
Kind of.
He's there somewhere, but hold on.
Am I back?
You're
I
good.
think you're there. Okay.
Okay. I'm actually kind of shocked Nakamura won right now on TV.
And he's gone again. All right, so
there he
Dragon Viper, what'd you think?
I don't know. I'm kind of irritated at the whole thing. Well,
my gosh.
okay. Let me explain. You know, Nakamura, yes, deserved to have a push. I understand that, but then they end up making him as king when they could have just had another King of the Ring tournament, but they didn't. And then they go and I'm irritated with Boogs because he annoys me, and then he wins the Intercontinental title. Good for him, because I was glad to see somebody dethrone, as they say, Apollo Crews. Finally somebody dethroned him, but I'm still irritated. I'm irritated with Nakamura, and I have been saying over and over and over that Crews can't win a match by himself, and it just proved it. So I don't know. I'm just irritated with Nakamura altogether. But I am glad that Crews did lose his title.
So we have William Hudson who's saying Big B has left the building or the car wherever he was. he keeps going in and out. But Big B, you were trying to finish, so finish what you wanted to say.
Yeah, sorry guys, little technical difficulties. I didn't want to rush inside to wake everybody up. But I'm actually surprised Nakamura won. I mean, I'm glad he did, but I thought it would be a pay-per-view win. So yeah, now he's the king and Intercontinental Champion. Let's see what happens, and coming up with Apollo Crews and his little big bodyguard, I guess, and Boogs. I kind of want to see Boogs get in the ring here if he's a wrestler. So let's see what's going on. But congrats to Nakamura.
Dragon Viper, Vicky saying, "Smack yourself silly." Okay. So,
Oh, Mickey, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning.
Crispy Bacon.
Watch more,
Think of this.
Vicky.
I'm
Watch
happy.
more.
I'm happy for Nakamura getting his, second intercontinental title. As far as King of the Ring, I've heard that is coming back when they go back to India, I think it is. So when they're doing the Queen of the Ring, also. So
Yeah, they
think
need to
that
do a
doesn't
Queen of the
work
Ring, I
out.
think.
Yeah.
That's rumored, but overall this match was good. I liked it. Happy for Nakamura. Glad Apollo Crews got dethroned, and we'll just see how long this rides out.
Sarge,
I already went.
you're right. Sorry, it's been so long. It's been so. But Crispy Bacon, take us into that next one.
All right, the next one's gonna be the Street Profits versus the Academy, which is Otis and Chad Gable. And then you got the Street Profits with I can't think of their names, but Street Profits won that matchup. And it was due when Otis got pushed out of the ring.
Sorry, I read the comment. It was funny. So,
It's okay.
So originally,
Street Profits.
William-
Sorry, Chris.
Yeah.
No, you're good.
No,
No,
go ahead.
Street Profits won that game and over the Academy, Alpha Academy.
Hey, Chris, you just realized you just said
Yeah,
that
I
Street
just saw
Profits
that. I
won
saw
the
that.
game, right?
My
You
bad.
said that they just won the
I know,
game.
I know.
I was like, yeah, they just won the game. But
I'm
But,
talking in circle. I'm sorry. You know what
I want the smoke. But
Yeah.
But the interesting thing about this, I actually wasn't really big into this match. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm not really a huge fan of Gable and like the new Otis or whatever. I'm not really a huge fan of this. I'm a fan of the Street Profits. I'm just not a huge fan of the other one. So in general, the match for me. I didn't
Okay,
really-
Randy 2.0.
But Dragon Viper, what'd you think?
Pretty much like you do.
Smack
I didn't
yourself
care for
silly.
I didn't care for this match. I can't stand all four.
You say all
competitors. So
Oh,
I did not. I did care for this match. I actually, kept myself.
don't you take a nap?
I actually made me some food when that was going on. So
Spaghetti?
no, I'd burn my kitchen down. But anyway, yeah, I didn't really care for it. Was bored.
Sarge.
Otis looks like a young Butterbean without the facial hair.
Yeah, he does.
That's all I can think of. I mean, the Street Profits won, of course. They're the next ones in that to fight the champions, and when Ford flies, it is awesome. So, and like with the Alpha, the squad, they were just a tag team that was just thrown together that kind of worked out. But Otis,
Yeah.
grow your beard out, please.
So before we get to Big B, a few of the comments here. William Hudson saying Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I
so that
messed
might
up.
be.
I
So that
messed
might
up.
be another one. Lou saying maybe Corbin can win Queen of the Ring. That was
He can't. Santina Morella will have an issue with that one.
Yep.
So Christy Wilson's also saying I want the smoke, and then Lou saying the Shorty G. Amy saying that she's a fan of Street Profits. I am too. William Hudson.
Me too.
They do all these air layups. They think they are in a game too. Absolutely. So Christy Wilson, she loves the Street Profits. And then April, Street Profits are trying to be a wannabe Crime Time 2.0.
Yeah.
Funny. Yeah.
Yep.
And then Butterbean does about 70 in his electrical wheelchair.
Wow.
But
Must have a
Big
big engine to carry that guy.
Big B, you go ahead and tell us what you think.
Again, Randy needs to be smacked upside the head, I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the new Otis. I kind of liked him back when he was with Heavy Machinery. What can't you not like about the Street Profits? I mean, they got power, they got quickness. Ford can jump probably across the Grand Canyon. I mean, the guy could just fly. Gable, on the other hand, I know he's a Minnesota guy, but I don't know. I just never been a big fan of his. I mean, he was okay with Justin Jordan as American Alphas or whatever they were called, but I don't know. I don't know if he's just losing inspiration or what, but I just haven't been a big fan of his. But Street Profits won, so we can all just go have a smoke.
Have a smoke. All right, Chris, take us to that next match because I want to smoke.
All right, the next match is going to be Rey and Dominic Mysterio and the Dirty Dogs. Rey and Dominic Mysterio won that match.
Sorry, Chris, I was laughing about Will's comment here on the sign. On the side, he said, "I'm serious. He almost ran me down trying to buy some figures for himself."
We need to get Will on and have him talk. I mean, we might need to do an interview with Will here and his experience.
I know. This is awesome, but yeah, I was disappointed. Like, I'm a huge Dolph Ziggler fan, so yet again, I was really upset that they lost. You know what? You guys rolling your eyes at me over. I'm disappointed that Dolph Ziggler lost. The Usos won. The thing is, they won with. I guess you can
Like
almost
the
consider
Uso
it a roll up in a way. It's a form of a roll up. You can consider it a form of a roll up, but overall, the match was a good match. It was a good match.
I'm
a
agreeing,
lot of high flying action. I really, really enjoyed it. But now we have let's not get the Goldberg thing going here. All right, but Dragon Viper, tell me what you thought of this match.
Who?
Dragon Viper? What'd you?
Oh,
think
me. I didn't hear you.
It doesn't matter.
No, actually, Christy's right. I think Dominic sucks. Dominic's a terrible wrestler. The only good wrestler in that match was Rey Mysterio.
You misread.
Wow.
He was really good in this match. Yeah, I don't have much more to say. Good job, Ray, at doing better than everybody else in that ring. At least you're not overrated like Dolph is. But anyway, overall, it was okay.
Now you guys got William Hudson going on Goldberg. Thank you very much for that. That's all I got to say. I really appreciate that Goldberg.
Who's doing it too?
On Goldberg. You got this old Goldberg crap going. Thank you very much.
Big B started it.
Yeah.
Oh
my gosh. And so, but Dragon Viper, you misread Christy's comment. She said that you're going to go on and rant about how Dominic Mysterio sucks, but she doesn't think he does.
I was saying I agree that's what I was about to do. About ranting that he sucks because he does.
And then William Hudson saying, "Amen. Dominic is hard on the eyes. He's so young. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me with the Goldberg." Sarge, what do you think of this match?
I mean, I'm with William on here. Like, Dominic needs a mask. He's hard on the ice. Get him out. I mean, I thought it sucked that the Dirty Dogs lost. I'm a Dolph Ziggler fan, so That's where I stand. I'm with
All
you
right.
Ace, on that one.
Big B.
I mean, it's tough to see Robert Roode and HBK 2.0 lose. I mean, I do kind of like the adult or the Dirty Dogs name. I think it's pretty cool. Mysterio, Dominic's kind of growing on me a little bit. I see the talent there. He just needs time. Ray, he's about out of time. But I mean, it's still fun to see if your father son duo doing what they love to do for a little bit of time. But I mean, we probably got a year until Ray decides to walk away.
Yeah.
Oh.
One more person, I swear. One more person. One more person. All right. And April saying, is it me or is Dolph Ziggler trying to be a Shawn Michaels 2.0?
Only because
Thank you, April.
Yeah, he was trained by Shawn Michaels. He
Yep.
was trained
Yes, he
by
was.
Shawn. So
Yeah.
a lot of what he does, it comes from Shawn because he was trained by Shawn.
Yeah.
So that's why it seems like he's trying to be a 2.0. But Goose Fraba on the Goldberg Goose Fraba. Chris,
What's
take
up?
us into that next one.
Alright. The next one's gonna be well, it's Kevin Owens versus another Baron Corbin match, and Kevin Owens defeated Baron Corbin.
Yeah, let's not
For
forget
more money.
though. Yeah, I was to say let's not forget how this was gonna go. This was gonna go that if Kevin Owens lost the match to Corbin, he was gonna pay Corbin money. But if Kevin Owens won, Corbin had to stop begging for money and had to do something by himself. And then Kevin Owens ended up winning, which I think we
Yeah.
all knew was gonna happen. And so with that, Sarge, I'm going to start out with you. What was your thoughts on this match? I'm a Kevin Owens fan, so I liked it.
Me at first, I was never a Kevin Owens fan until he actually became face. Then I actually, I liked him when he was with with Jericho. I enjoyed that. So I
That was good.
Yeah, I enjoy this match a lot, and I'm digging Corbin's new story and everything else. And I mean, I love the old school roll-ups. I think they're awesome. I will like them forever. And Corbin's a cheapskate also, so that's where I'm at.
All right, Big B, what was your thoughts?
It was so match. I mean, I like Corbin. I don't like the gimmick that much. Not totally upset or dislike Kevin Owens because I think he does. I mean, for a bigger guy, he can move. He's got talent. I like him better as a face than a heel Jack Bunny, I guess. I don't know. But outside of that, I mean, the match was the match. I mean, Corbin lost again, loses money again, and then we know what happens after. So it was a so-so match for me.
All right, Chris, what did you think?
No, we all knew Kevin Owens was gonna win this match. I thought it was funny too at the beginning, though, before Owens came out. No, I saw that. He had a cell phone and a credit card scanner. He's like, "I need y'all's help. Can you fund me or something like that?" And it was just, we all knew Kevin Owens was gonna win it, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There was no way that Kevin Owens wasn't gonna win this match because Corbin's on the downhill spiral right now. So we definitely saw that coming. Dragon Viper, what do you think of that match?
I actually like the match. Kevin Owens, I've always liked him. And I'm kind of feeling a little bad for Corbin. I don't like Corbin, but I'm kind of feeling a little bad because they're making him look like, a guy that, can't get anything done and losing everything. And, it's just, I kind of feel bad of what they're doing with the storyline, but I mean, I still don't like him, but overall, I like this match, and Kevin Owens, great. So
we have a few comments that are rolling in here. So Christy Wilson saying, Corbin's so down on his luck that he stole the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah, that's
and
what.
then
Yep.
and then you have Dragon Viper changed his name back, but it was interesting because he changed his name to Ziggler's the GOAT. So
no, I didn't. Nice try,
weird. And then William Hudson said, a side note, I'm going to get me one of them electric wheelchairs and race Butterbean. Again. And then April saying, I'm really surprised that we didn't see Finn Balor or Sami Zayn. Me too. I was surprised about that too. But Chris, what was that next match we had?
Okay, the next match was the. I think that was the last match.
That was it.
Yeah,
That
but
was it. They had the contract signing.
yes, it was the contract signing with Sasha
between-
and Bianca, but
Sasha
when you
wanted
think-
reinforcements, so to speak.
Yeah, so she got Carmella and Zelina Vega to come out, which was kind of interesting how that ended up happening at the end. She kind of used the whole Edge thing, originally when he had used the chair. Except except this one, she used Bianca's hair and kind of. But the contract signing was the way I'm seeing this is that I think that Sasha's going to end up winning the belt back. I think
Hopefully.
it's going that way. I
Hopefully.
can see it going that way right now. But Chris,
Yeah.
hold on. So William Hudson saying, "Heck yeah, I'm going to sell tickets." Yes, you're going to race them in that, and you're going to sell the tickets. But Chris, what do you think of the contract signing?
It was at first it was like a normal contract setting until Sasha Banks decided to call Carmella and Selena Vega, and then it just turned out into an all-out brawl, and at the end like you said, it ended up like what happened with Edge. So
All right, Dragon Viper.
Yeah, I liked it. I want to see Sasha actually take the title from Bianca. And yeah, I really like that contract signing.
Big B.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, they got to hype it up somehow, but I just don't think Bella is going to lose the title soon. I think it's going to be Bailey that takes it from her.
Bailey's out for a long time though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. So they might. Lou actually probably said it too. Becky might be the one that comes back and takes it from her. So
I mean,
Yeah.
it could
would.
be. I'm just saying though, because Bailey's out for a long, long time. So,
Yeah, she is, that's right.
9 months.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sarge, what do you think?
I enjoyed it. I think Bianca's hair, which is a lot better than Dragon Viper's, could be either
Not by much.
Not by much. Just not by much. Just still like I can't do it, Randy. I can't do it.
Right? You can't swirl the hair around.
I can't do it. But anyhow, I have to agree with Lou on this one. Like, I think someone is gonna show up.
Yeah.
The man.
Becky's supposed to be in attendance for SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Not
She's
not
been in
sure if she's
attendance
going
for
to be
most pay-per-views.
I don't
part
know.
of it. but-
So here it is. So Lou's saying, what about Mr. Becky? So yes, I know we didn't really talk about, the whole Seth Rollins and Edge thing, because normally we don't talk about those little promos unless we think it's something huge, but we can briefly touch on it. I mean, if you want. Seth Rollins did his normal thing, and he's talking about, the curb stomp with Edge and everything else. But what was your guys' thoughts on, Seth Rollins?
I want to know where he gets his suits at.
Hey,
He's been coming out with some styling suits.
I want one of his suits. Those are awesome.
Yeah, they are cool.
I want to get
I mean,
one.
it's
then
another
wear it.
thing that they gotta hype up. So they're gonna throw a promo in there, and it'll be a good match. I like them both. I mean, Edge, for what he's gone through, I think could still throw out a good match here and there. So it should be a pretty good match.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anybody else want to say anything else on the Seth Rollins?
I just thought it was a normal promo to me, but I didn't see the hype really.
I
Just
mean,
normal promo. Crispy bacon. These promos have been fired like frying bacon on the frying pan right here, sir. So with that being
Most of
known,
them have, yes. Most of
Seth
them have.
Rollins. Seth Rollins is amazing, and you know what? If you haven't done it yet, you're going to embrace the vision.
No.
That's
Nope.
what
Yes.
you're going
Nope.
to do. You're
You
going
were
to
wearing the shirt.
embrace the vision. That's
No.
what's
Normally
gonna
I do.
happen.
Normally I do, but
Seth Rollins is awesome, but once again, I am not embracing the vision, Ace. Not doing it.
I bet you this match could be match of the year.
ooh,
Yeah,
good,
I
good
mean,
question.
ooh.
I
this could
think
definitely
it
be.
could
It's going to be a great match.
Then someone's going to get injured and be on the shelf for a little bit.
So, I don't know if you guys saw Imy's comment, but she said his suits look like the wallpaper for the bathroom.
Yeah.
But
Awesome wallpaper. Come on.
his suit, yes, his suits are awesome. I would wear those. I would.
So you're going to pick yourself out of the bathroom wall?
They're awesome. I'm telling you, they are. But that pretty much wraps up our show for the night.
Yes.
And of course, though, you know what? We definitely want to say thanks to everybody out there. And here we go, though. William Hudson, here's the thing. Between the Ropes is extending this to you tonight, that you are welcome to join us on Between the Ropes next week and have a great conversation with us and join us. We're going to extend that to you tonight.
And you
Let
can
us
cut a
know-
promo against Butterbean in your wheelchair race.
Yeah. Let us know if you would like to accept to be on Between the Ropes next week. I think all of our viewers would love to see you on Between the Ropes next week also. So there's that. But Chris, I'm going to start with you. You got 30 to 45 seconds to say whatever it is you want to say.
Thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Great interaction. Hope you guys tune in to more of our shows. We got a great lineup this week, and just make sure to follow Coast to Coast.
Absolutely. Dragon Viper, you got 30, 45 seconds.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for watching. I actually wasn't going to, show up, but I figured, I kind of got thrown in. So I
You got called out.
I did. But I do want to thank everybody for watching, and I want to thank Chris for helping with production. And I hope everybody has a good night.
William Hudson, was I calling you out? No. I was simply saying all I want you to do tonight is I want you to take the microphone that's at your house. I want you to take it. I want you to shine it up real nice. And I want you to hop on Between the Ropes and come on here and have a great time. Okay, so yes, you're gonna hop on Between the Ropes. You're gonna have a great time. So shine up that
Hop on your
microphone,
electric
get it ready, and
wheelchair.
hop on here and have a great time. But
I want to see him
Big
hop
B.
on his wheelchair.
yes, and bring your wheelchair. But Big B,
No, I mean this show is fun. I mean, got a lot of interaction today. William, April, Lou. I know I'm going to miss a few. Amy, Chrissy. I mean, it's fun. Great interaction. I saw April said her and her mom are going to be at SmackDown on Friday. Maybe a big sign that says Between the Ropes would be nice if you're in camera view. I mean, shout us out there. So, well, with that being said, Chris has said it. Check out us all week long. We got great content for everybody. So have a good night, guys.
All right, Sarge, how about you? You had to do it. You just had to do it.
I was going to say, speak for every
I
coming
hear,
on.
You had to do it.
Yes.
And people are still going off with the Goldberg, and then you're playing this thing.
Everyone just have a great night.
Tim, you will rest in peace. I'll tell you that. So I'm telling you that right
You're
now.
next.
But I really hope everybody had a fantastic night. We do really appreciate all of our
Yes.
viewers that come out and leave comments. It is fantastic when you come out and comment. It really keeps the interaction going. It keeps the show flowing a lot. So we really appreciate it. Thank you, William. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, April. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, OE Sheets. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you. I mean, I can just go on and
Yeah.
on and on and on. So there was a lot of people out there tonight commenting. We really appreciate.
Sorry
Whoa.
about that. No,
Wow.
sorry about that.
Yeah, so he hit it too soon. So so with that though, William has accepted our offer for joining us.
Sweet.
So
Awesome.
William will be on our show next week. So if you guys would like to see William Hudson on our show next week, tune in and you will get to see him on our show. So with
Hey,
that,
Ace, where can they read our fantasy bookings at now?
oh yeah, so thank you for bringing that up, Big B. But we do fantasy bookings now to where we take our own rosters, we create our own matches, and we even pick our winners and with the championships and everything. So if you want to see any of that, you can check it on our Facebook page on our Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. And you can see matches that I've created, Big B's created, Sarge, Dragon Viper, Crispy Bacon, Mess Around. You can see matches from everybody. So go ahead and check it out. And then make sure to go on there and vote for your favorite lineup of the night. Tonight, I posted the pay-per-view matches that we chose. Everybody did their own pay-per-views. So go on there, check out those matches, and vote for your favorite one. So with that, everybody have a fantastic night, and we will see you next week for another episode of Between the Ropes.